Hello and welcome to Work Hates Podcast. I'm Bron Lewis. This is Brett and Blake. Everyone has a nightmare work story, whether it is an awful boss, an insufferable colleague, or a shitty workplace. And if you've got none of those things, chances are you're all
the
full to
problem.
work.
You're
the problem.
I've never fucked it so badly in my life. And it's the last one we're doing.
I know.
And I fucked it. And
You
we're
fucked
leaving
it.
it.
You
I'm not
fucked
fixing it.
No,
I'm not
don't
fixing
fix
it.
Today we are joined by comedian, director, and husband.
Brett, could you speak just a little bit louder? Is it possible?
Dude, save the directing for my solo show. Shut the fuck. I was coming in with pizzazz. How dare you diss me on my last episode?
You called him a husband?
Well, because we were joking,
That
we were riffing
is
about
so
the wife.
rude.
We were joking about the wife joke before, and then I put a hat on the hat, and then no one laughed because we were talking about my volume. Now, I fucking hate this podcast. I'm done.
This is going to be our last ever podcast that
With a guest.
we are recording at Brett Blake's house.
Right.
And we're so thrilled that it's you, Tom Ballard.
Oh my gosh, it's an honour to be here. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you for being our full stop. And are you well?
I'm all right, thank you. Yeah, how are you?
Yes, I'm good. It's been such a fun podcast to do because I love feasting on people's misery.
Yes.
For example,
points directly at Brett. This cunt's life. He is sad. Have a look around his house.
well, I just think it's
lovely.
much more interesting if you ask a comedian, like, what's your worst ever gig? That's
Sure.
more interesting than what's your best ever gig.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's not a story.
Do you
I
know-
went on stage and killed and we had a great time.
Yeah, exactly.
How fun is that?
Yeah. I want to see when the soul left your body, dude.
Oh my God, it's just paradise to listen to someone's bad gig. And so I'm thrilled because I imagine you are going to have a few for us
No,
today.
I've never bombed.
Oh,
And
very good.
also you directed me, so you can give me. This is now a public platform.
Yes.
That you're in a safe space to shit on me and all the gripes you had with me, Tom.
Speaking of the worst experience of my professional career.
Mate, we've all seen The Weekly or The Daily or whatever the fuck your show was called.
Tonightly, thank you very much.
Whatever.
Did you do the weekly segment?
I'm doing the weekly segment tomorrow.
Okay, great. How's it all going?
No comment, and we'll talk after the show.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Good
So
No,
it's going
it's
very
going
well.
good. We just redid the idea because it's quite hard to tackle youth crime in 2 minutes. Believe it or not,
Didn't solve it that quickly?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
I was.
Well, they're worried about upsetting people. Are they
Yeah.
a bit conservative?
Yeah, that, and they were like, "Oh, it's a legal thing." And anyway,
A legal thing.
well, I reckon. To be honest, I reckon there's a fucking couple of pussies in that office who were too scared to tackle.
You're saying the
some stuff.
ABC is conservative when it comes to like tackling issues in a comedic context.
Yes.
I wouldn't know anything about that. That's so strange.
They are. Everyone seemed to be hiding, but I don't think we can say this. And I'm like, I reckon you fucking can, dude. Yeah, it's pretty general knowledge. And they're like, the lawyers. I was like, I actually go to court a lot, and I know that that's fine.
That's right.
Could you
I
make
actually
it more about a dog park? Could
Yes.
you do that? maybe?
Yeah.
Can we talk about dogs more?
Yes.
That'd be good. What do we got? We got dog park. We got Muster Dogs. We
Yes.
had Tony Armstrong at his little dog show. They love dogs.
yeah,
Maybe
they
should just be
do.
the dog show. You know?
Yeah.
They're determined not to say anything that.
No, everyone loves dogs.
Everyone loves dogs. That's a great way. Yeah, it's the dogly instead of the weekly. The dogly. Bring in your dog.
Well, the dogs in Gaza are actually. Whoa!
Is that dog wearing the? I was about to say the. What's the Jewish crest? Is the sign of? I was about to say the
David?
Mark
Star
David,
of
and I was like,
David.
that's a room booger. It's like the David Star. What is it called?
The Star of David.
The dog's wearing the Star of David. We cannot talk about that. There we go. I'm so sorry to anyone who's Jewish who listens.
that's
I
fine.
apologise.
I don't think that.
And shout out to Mark David. Thanks for keeping booking me.
What
I did the hand as well. Oh, no.
it down.
Oh my God, that's Ballard's gear. I'm up here doing Ballard's gear. I'm doing bloody. That was not a Nazi salute. My hand was just on a right angle. Oh my God.
The last episode, you say? Interesting.
believe it.
Right
Well,
choice.
if it wasn't before, it is now. Oh my God.
God.
I loved the Tonightly. How long did that last? Well, how long was it on? It was-
We did 18 months. We did 100
Yeah.
episodes.
Oh,
We had a
see, that's
6-week break in
great.
the middle there. That's fair. That is
good.
a lot. It is a lot.
Yeah.
And, 30 of them were all right. So
And how old were you when you got that gig as a host of a ABC telly show?
ABC TV show. I was 28, I think. I would have
He's
been in my
so
late
young.
20s.
He was
So
also
good.
on radio at like 19,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
We did start quite early on radio too. Yes. Started the breakfast show when I was 20. Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
What a wild jump into comedy. So you started as like doing stand up and
Yes.
then Like maybe 2 or 3 years later, you were fucking on Triple J, one of the most popular breakfast shows.
Yes, it is a bit bizarre looking back at it, and I should have enjoyed
Hey,
it more.
God,
at the
did
time.
you peak early? Flat-owing ever since, brother. You're working for me now. Sucks to be you.
Did you say flat-owing?
Yes.
Flat-owing. God, he comes up here, doesn't even know how to read or spell. Do you want me to check your work for him? And I did say flat-owing.
There it is.
There it is.
Yes, well, it is technically 20 years since I was in Raw Comedy,
Wow.
the national final, 2006. Beaten by one Hannah Gadsby, who knows what happened to them.
No idea.
no.
Yeah.
Went back to
idea.
uni, I think. And then, yes, and now it's still doing this bullshit.
How old
20
were you
years
doing?
later.
Oh, so how old
was
were you
16,
then? So you
yeah.
were 16 years old
Yes.
in the Raw. Are you
Raw
allowed to do Raw at 16?
That is the minimum age, I believe. Yes,
Okay.
I'd done a couple of years of Class Clowns, and
Yes.
then Jack Druce, I believe, came along and beat me as the youngest ever national finalist of that particular
Oh,
competition.
motherfucker. God, he would have looked 6 months old then.
He looks like a small boy now and he's 40. He would have been a fuck. Is that a fetus in a jar up there? What the
Just
fuck's
give him
going
the prize.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goo Goo
so
Gaga,
young.
whatever he's saying, he wins.
I hosted Class Clowns a couple of years ago.
Oh, yes.
And the final for it, and it was really sweet.
Yeah.
Like it was at the banquet room in the town hall. Like it was loads of people, and it was the middle of the day because I guess it needs to be. They can't get the kids out late, but
Yeah.
it was. I arrived there, and there were all these kids, teenagers, kind of out the back. Preparing, and there was a lady who said, okay, Bron, do you have any advice for him? I was like, well, not really, just like if you forget your bits, that's okay. Just remember you're the only one who knows it, and trust that everyone's here for you and they want you to succeed and everything's like watching this kid put on like a 3-piece suit in front of me. I was like, and don't wear that. Like never wear that.
Fedora? No, you're going to bomb.
Oh, there was a few fedoras there. But this one little kid looked so confident. He was like not listening to me at all. Oh, no. And I was like, okay.
A young Brett Blake.
Yeah, exactly. And I said, so I said to someone, how old is he? And she said, he's actually too young to be doing it. I think he was like 12. But
He's the one that
he
kid that
lied
put the suit
about
on?
his age.
He's like, I'm a man.
He lied about his age to be in it. And they said, and he'd come all the way up from Adelaide for it. So they were like, we're just going to let him do it. But there's a little bit of a twist, like we can't let him do the material he's prepared because he didn't understand it needed to be his material. He just watched comedy and just took the joke. So he was like saying like, my wife is so annoying.
Dude, that rules. Like, not even like... I opened up a bag of snakes alive the other day. They're all dead. And you're like, I've heard that from somewhere.
There are two kinds of black people. Black people and N-words. Whoa, little fella.
He's doing Eddie Murphy's
my
delirious up there. Like,
These faggots with AIDS on the lips.
now that's good gear. That is good gear.
But what broke my heart about these kids is like, I was like, oh yeah, they've seen competitions before, and in comedy it was forced for it to be a competition so many times.
Yes.
Anyhow, these kids got up and performed, and they all did as best as they could. No one like stuffed up. There was no like bombs. The audience was so nice.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they all had to come out onto the stage, and then I had to announce the winner.
Yes.
And I announced the winner, she came up and got her prize, and then all the other people essentially the losers all had to stand on stage and wait for the photo, and they had to go like, all right, stand still, guys, get in close, everyone, be really happy, we'll do it. And the audience is still watching because they're all their guardians waiting for their child to come on stage for them to go drive back to Wodonga, and then all kind of on stage and smiling. And as I kind of turn around and look at them, 3 of them have got tears streaming down their faces because they're children and they were hoping to win so badly. I was like, we should not put these kids through that.
No, it's terrible.
I know. I know.
Just
Did
do
you?
the gig. Like,
Yeah.
that's the prize should be just do the gig.
Yes.
Like get to do the gig. And
Yes.
they have some competition leading up to that. But yeah, that final is so nerve wracking, and then the idea that you still lose there. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, and then you have to be like, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because like I don't even think adults are good at doing that.
No.
Like you watch people lose at like the Grammys or whatever, then they have to be like the Oscars. No, that's good. Yeah, Meryl Streep again. Good. No, that's good. I'm happy
That'd
for
cut to
her.
me. I'd be like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah,
cunt.
they're funny.
They suck.
That's funny. But like these kids, they are not well equipped. They are not practiced in like losing in a graceful way because they cry when they lose.
I remember when we did Reality Check, which is a TV show we did where we were like picking apart reality television. And they did like The Voice Kids, you know, that's like the voice competition, but for kids. And of course, normally you pre-record it and you record everyone winning so that the kids all get a chance of experiencing the idea of winning. And then when it goes out to TV, then, you know, it's not live to air, basically, the results, right?
Okay.
Now, the Voice Kids Philippines decided not to do that. They decided to have one winner and do a live result. And so they do The Voice Kids, one kid wins, and every other finalist just breaks out in tears.
Oh my
And so you've just got just a stage full of children crying as your big finale, and everyone trying to be like, yay!
This is great TV. Yeah. Kyle Sandilands just bullying them all. You're too young and weak.
I'm sorry, you sucked.
Oh God! Yeah. So I did not. Did anyone cry when in your year?
No,
Did you cry?
No, I don't think I cried. I would have been very upset because I was an overachiever and
yeah,
and I made it to
Tom,
two
an
finals.
overachiever.
Indeed. And so, you know, of course, we didn't win, so it's not good enough. As opposed to just thinking this is, which I try to impress on it whenever I host a Raw heat or whatever. I'm like, it's just one thing, and if you don't win, it doesn't matter. And people who are amazing comedians lost at Raw, and some people win Raw and they never do it again. And it's like you just can't invest in it too much either way, which is a lot easier said than done.
I saw you were hosting a Raw event. I think that was one of the first times I've ever gone and seen live comedy. You were hosting, was it a Howler?
Oh, yeah.
And you were doing the material about witch hot. Like
yes.
like about the kind of people, like, you know, Nazi hot is like, anyway, it was a really, really funny bit. And Lucas and I we're like, fuck, this guy is so funny. But I do remember you being like, this is not, like, this doesn't mean anything, guys. Like, just relax.
Which is like, you don't want to shit on the person who wins.
Even if you win, you are nothing compared to me.
Yeah.
I still remember making the state final. The state final of Raw Comedy was hosted by Peter Hellier. And two other people had won. Maybe it was Celia and Michael Williams, I reckon, had won. And then they chose a third winner. And before he read out my name, Peter Hellier said, and just remember, it's all subjective. And like he'd announced these two winners. And then he said that before he said me, he was like, you know, there's lots of different reasons to go into this. It's all very subjective. Tom Ballard.
He's roasting you before he even knows you.
I was like, oh, Petey.
Now at 20, Tom, what is it like rocking up? Do they give you any training on commercial radio? Like, how does it work? Not commercial radio, Triple J, but were you straight like thrown into the mud there, or did they give you weeks and weeks of training? Or because you're kind of also stepping into big shoes as well, because I'm pretty sure you took over after Adam. Was it Will and Adam?
No, Robbie Mreek and the Doctor.
Okay.
It was all the Jane the Doctor years before us. Yeah.
Right.
We did demos for a long time. Yes, Triple J saw me in the Raw Comedy final, and then we started doing demos. Alex Dyson and I were still in our hometown of Warrnambool.
Yeah.
Still doing high school, and then doing these sort of demo tapes. Then occasionally we would go to Melbourne and we'd do mid-dawns, which were shifts, which I'm told don't exist anymore, these shifts. Or they're a lot shorter or something. But it used to be like 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. You did the overnight shift. just to ease you in, it's 5 hours in the middle of the night.
And
trying to do comedy, like trying to do talk back or trying to like have funny chats for 5 fucking hours. It's
Wait, were you
bizarre.
still at school?
Yeah, how did you get past?
I was still in high school a few times. Yeah, sometimes we did it during school holidays. Yep, sometimes we made it work that way.
God,
Truly insane.
Yeah.
But incredible. Like, yes. Again,
How-
very grateful. But just I like the idea that in order to ease someone into radio, you've got to do 5 hours in the middle of the night. It's like the toughest shift of all.
I guess
just
it's like
stoners ringing in and shit.
Oh, people ringing. A guy called in. He was in jail. He used his one phone call to call.
I want to speak to these kids.
Yeah. What was he in jail for? Speaking of kids.
We were like, we can't help you, but thanks for listening. Here's Tame Impala. Yeah.
Did you? How long did you do that radio station for, Triple J?
So we did a year of Weekend Breakfast in 2009, 2010 weekend, 2010 to 2013. I did 4 years. Then Alex kept going with Matt O'Kine. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you, when you did breakfast radio, what time did you have to get up?
Used to get up at about 4:30, try and be there at 5. Yes.
And so
Yucky.
when you quit it, were you a new man? Were you like, oh,
It was certainly a relief. Yes, it wasn't just the early mornings, though that's a factor in sort of the way it dominates your life and how tired you do get, and you sort of become a bit of an irritable person. But it was much more as much as I loved it, towards the end of it, I was a bit more like, oh, I'd love to be the person getting interviewed for the cool thing they'd made, as opposed to being the weirdo doing the interview, I suppose.
And did you stay with comedy, like stand-up comedy throughout?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I did a couple of festivals when my show started at like 9:30 and I was doing breakfast radio. I don't know why that happened.
Youth.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, you
Young
can get
people
away
can
with
do
that shit
so
at
much.
20.
It is crazy, yes.
30, you're like, I'm going to die.
Honestly, like my sister's 10 years younger than me, and her and her husband stayed at our house the other weekend, and they had like 3 massive nights in a row. They had a massive night with some friends, and then they had a wedding. It was a huge night, and then the next night was a massive one. And I was like, I said to my older brother, I was like, how are they doing it? And he was like, they're young.
Yes.
That's all it is. It's not a skill. It's just their age.
Just
and I was
as
like,
young. The bounce back. Yeah, all that's
incredible.
gone.
So that's the perfect age to do it.
Yes, this is true.
To take on those
certainly.
that many.
And we certainly felt an obligation / we wanted to go out and see the concerts during the week, and
because
of course, yes,
tickets.
you're very fortunate to get a lot of free tickets, so you get to go see stuff. So yeah, it was doing the show, get home at about 11 or 12, work in a nap there, and probably go out and either gig or go see something at night. Yeah.
Fuck, what a cool life.
It was very cool. The more I think about it, I was like, yeah, in my early 20s, on more money than I deserved at that age, and being in Sydney, being a big old gay and having a lot of fun. Yeah.
That does sound fun.
God, someone's reminiscing. He's got a big old sticky.
Let me back.
Let me come back. Dude, you're too. I don't want to give you the hot take here, but I think you're too old for Triple J, brother. Yeah.
No. Back in the day, they used to have 40-year-olds in there.
Yeah,
that's just true.
This is
Because
true.
the people that you just listed before, the people who were on before you.
Yes. There
They
was
were a bit
certainly the
older.
critique. Yes, as much I love those people, they're great, but yes, certainly. I think even though it took us a long time to figure out the show and what to do, the idea that the show was returning to the people being presented by people within the demographic was quite a big change, and now it's pretty standard, which is cool.
Do you recall? I think it was a couple of years ago. There was someone on Triple J who was in charge of the social media, because someone was like, "I don't really like the music at the moment. I don't. It's not like what is going on with the music right now." And the person wrote like, "Imagine listening to youth radio and thinking it's for you," or something like that. And like you've aged out. Like it was just so mean.
He's go, I don't know this one. This isn't my own. And he's like, yeah, because you're old.
But that person, apparently that girl, it was. Do you remember what she said? She wrote
Something like that. Yeah, it wasn't OK Boomer or something, was it? Or
basically,
that sentiment,
and that person was like, oh. It's like something like along the lines of imagine being in your 30s and 40s and thinking that youth radio is for you.
Yeah.
Something brutal. Yeah. And then all these people in their 30s and 40s are like, I listened to it. And is it not for me? Am I supposed to be, oh God, this is really, and people are actively, like truly hurt by this one comment. And it was that girl, I found out later, it was that girl's first day.
Dude, and what a way to start a day.
I think that kind of rules.
I think that rule. Dude, because it's a young person's game. You know what I mean? Now it is anyway. It's like the 20 to 28-year-old bracket.
Sure. Well, I think at this point, Triple J will take listeners wherever they can fucking get them at this point, which is not their fault. I think it's the nature of just radio and where people are going and stuff, which is a real shame. Yeah, it's funny because when it was all this identity stuff about what Triple J is about, because there used to be a Triple J tagline, which is, we don't like you either. Right? Oh. And there used to be this little bit of fucking rat bag, little bit of fucking around things. And then every now and again, we would come up against that in the kind of work we were doing, or if we were pushing things a little bit further, and then people would say it's a bit unprofessional or whatever. And I'm like, hang on, are we supposed to be bit rock and roll here? So, it's funny. It's funny that after a while, even if you're the young rep bad station, I guess you become professionalized a bit, and you're supposed to grow up.
Was it a dirty paycheck, like a fucking bit of a filth of a paycheck, or what? For your age, you're like.
Yes. Well, at that point, having never had a real job in any serious way, be in comedy and to walk into that initially, yes.
Did you buy anything stupid?
I bought a pianino.
A what?
A what? I moved to Sydney.
Pianino? that?
I don't even know what that is. That sounds like a weird wine.
It's
or
not a
something.
gaving, all right?
No, I didn't think it was that, but now I do. It goes on the top of your penis. It assists with docking. A pianino.
Very good. Pianino is just a smaller piano, right? So it's not an electric keyboard, which is obviously what I should have got. It was a real acoustic piano. So instead of 8 octaves, it's about 6 octaves, and so it's a bit
Why
smaller.
wouldn't you just buy a normal one? Because it was cheaper?
No, piano. Well, because I had to get it up 2 flights of stairs to my
Right.
apartment, and I was still renting in Sydney and stuff. So
Like that guy from Snoopy or whatever with his little piano.
very much so. Yes, very much so.
Do you still have it?
No, it was an absolute nightmare. Moving
was
it anywhere
it?
was just hell. It cost so much money to get it moved. I never played it.
Yeah, can you play
it
the
was a
piano?
disaster. I can play the piano. Yes.
Okay, I was going to
No,
say that
was,
would
I'm
make it
going to try and
weirder.
keep that up when I moved, and yeah, that didn't
Just
happen.
chuck that, set it on fire.
Yeah,
The pianino.
that was it. That was my
well, I was
Yeah, it was a
expecting a
big
cooler
blowout.
story, but it was just some
Pianino?
nerd instrument. You know what I
and
mean?
a lot of cocaine, obviously.
There we go.
I
Yeah, you were racking lines off the pianino.
Tom, I have a question for you. Actually, I thought about you the other night when I was at a gig in Comic Sounds with Brady.
Yes.
And I have this joke in my show, which is about how it starts with like how boomers hate Halloween.
Yes.
Boomers really hate Halloween.
Yes.
And then the joke goes on to say like, why do boomers hate when anyone else gets something for free?
Yes.
That's a whole like, and then usually people will like they like it. It's a little pale, it's fine. It's not too nasty to boomers, but I say boomers hate Halloween, and then people were kind of on board then, and then there was a lady in the front row, very obviously a boomer.
Yes.
And I said, "Are you a boomer?"
Yes.
And then the whole audience just shut down. Like you feel everyone pull back. The women that she was sitting with 2 other ladies, they kind of moved away from her. This woman
Was she not enjoying the routine? Or
no, she was having everything was fine.
It was fine.
And it was
Okay.
just her just pointing something very obviously out. It's like
Okay.
me saying, "And are you white?"
Yes.
You know, it
Yes.
was like, "Are you?" It's even like less offensive. I was like, "Are you a boomer?"
Yep.
And she went, "What?" And I was like, "Are you sorry?" And I felt it. And I was like,
I was
"This
behind
is
the
weird."
curtain, and even I walked away. I was like, I gotta go. This is too much tension. This is too much tension for Brady. I gotta go.
Because I'd done this exact thing in Perth and it played out very differently. Like in Perth, I go, "So are you a boomer?" And then it was always to a woman. And they would go, yeah. And I go, "And do you like Halloween?" "No." "Why don't you like it?" "Because it's too American every single fucking time." I was like, well, this is like fail-safe. Like this is, everyone knows exactly where this, it's so obvious where it's going to go. I know exactly why you don't like it.
Yes.
But I said, I ran into a dead end with the first question was, "Are you a boomer?"
Right.
And she was really offended by that. People were pulling back. I was like, "Sorry, are you not?"
Yes.
And she goes, "No, I am." And I went, "Okay,
Okay.
all right. Do you like Halloween?" "No." Okay, I can still feel the tension. I'm not sure why we're so upset that I've called her a boomer. It's okay, guys. She knows. She's not upset. Like, she knows what... Well, maybe she was. I was like, she knows what she is. Like, it's okay. There's still a generation. Like, we can still call them that.
Yes.
And then at another table, I said, "Look, watch this." I thought, fuck, this better go better. I was like, please.
You thought that. We thought that backstage.
There's a couple.
Are you white? Or are you?
I know.
Are you a white boomer?
As a couple, and I thought, okay, they've got a little bit. It's not just me pointing out one person. I pointed out a couple. I said, "Are you guys boomers?" And the woman looked directly down.
Oh, God,
And I
Bron.
was like, "Okay, what's going on?" And then the man just went, "Yes, I am." And I went, "Okay, great. Like, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just asking a question. I'm
but
about
not
to
now."
ask about Halloween. Like I will eventually, but not right now. This is all like really like silly, harmless banter, guys. But the whole audience just did not know what to do with it. I went for a while. I was like, "So do you guys like Halloween?" And I said to the lady, "Sorry, are you not a boomer?"
Yeah.
And she just eventually went, "Yes, I am." And I was like, "Okay, I'm not sure what's happening." But I was like, "Well, is that now a word that we can't use?" Is it like this?
Because of Tom Ballard boomer
in my
bashing?
head, I was like, surely Tom does this. Surely Tom talks about boomers on stage and the boomers are there. Like, you'd have boomers in your audience, no?
Yes. It's a slur now, I guess.
Is it?
No, I mean, I had a routine, a few years ago that was about, when are they going to die? When are they going to die? And give us the house, of course, classic stuff. And I found that boomers, the ABC watching boomers
Yes.
who watched Tonightly loved it. There is a section, bizarrely, in my audience who are a bit older. I think they're a bit old school lefty,
Yeah.
and they are politically engaged, and so they often come across my shit, and so they love that stuff. And so boomers would either yes go like, this is outrageous and offensive, certainly online when that was my gala spot and that was posted on the Facebook, that was certainly reflected in the comments.
Loved
Or
that
there's people
bit.
being like, just love it, like boomers just loving it because they were like, it's so funny because it's true. Yeah, we have got heaps of properties and this guy's fucked.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was always.
Okay.
I think it's the definition of punching up, surely, because of all the stuff they
Surely.
have.
Totally.
I guess now it's like, what's the earliest boomer is like early 60s, I suppose. So I guess
Okay.
you're just saying, are you over 60?
Yeah, because I wasn't sure why. Well, she was. I was
Well, because it's
wondering.
probably the
do you reckon
first
she
bit of
was
hardship
offended?
they've had to face is being called a bit
Yeah.
on with a nigga like,
Probably.
oh no, oh.
Yeah, but was she offended that I was? Were they offended that I was assuming they were in their over 60, or were
Right.
they offended that because they knew I was going to make fun of them?
I guess.
Or do you think that they feel like it's a slur now?
That still feels so odd though. So the whole room just went.
Yeah, you were there,
You could
Brady.
feel it was like a vacuum.
I was like, what's going on here? Because in Perth, fine. Perth, easy.
I
Perth,
literally, when
yes.
it happened, I was peering through the curtain, and then I just like a comic book character went,
I know. What?
like just slowly try to walk. I was like, oh, this is too tense for me. I don't like tension when I'm not up there. I'm like, I've got to go. I've got to go.
What's happening here? Guys, relax.
I can't imagine why if you are a boomer, being identified as a boomer. If you were Gen X and someone called you a boomer, okay,
Yes.
maybe.
Oh no, you play it safe. I wasn't gonna go somewhere.
Yeah,
I
but you're
just-
probably like, oh, here we go. I'm going to get shat on by everyone.
Yeah.
There's probably a lot of
Really?
boomers in that night as well.
There's always a lot of boomers.
Her name
in.
wasn't Karen, was it?
Oh, I did.
At this point, I feel sorry for the Karens. So I feel bad.
I know a lot of nice Karens.
Yeah, Karens are lovely.
Oh, and now they're a slur.
Doesn't matter.
Sucked in cunts.
Tom, that routine that you talk about, that set that your gala set,
Yes.
that absolutely made me love you to the end of the world
Didn't
and
they
back.
pull
It
pull it
was it blew up. So it was
was
well
another
before
one.
the time.
Oh.
It was before what year was it? It was before I started comedy.
That was 2019.
Okay, so that was the year I started comedy. So perhaps because I truly, I think that you remember when I resaw it, I was like, I think this had actually influenced me starting comedy. It's not that any of my stuff's ever political, but it was such
is
a
boomer stuff.
perfect. Yeah. I just call old ladies old. What's the big deal?
That's political, isn't it? Yeah.
But there's that was such a perfect set. I remember watching it and then rewatching it and then sending it to every single person I knew.
Bron,
It was
you're
so
so nice.
it was so good. But you copped a lot of backlash because it was just about anyone who votes Liberal is selfish and a bigot, and they should
that
die.
was the routine. Oh,
That's the one I'm talking about.
Boomer was with 2019. That one was 2021. The one that you're talking about.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
okay.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so
yes, that is the one they took down. Yes, they did not put it to air. It just went on socials. Yes.
The one that I'm talking about.
Yes, the Liberal ones,
The
yes.
Liberal one. Oh, they took it down.
Well, it
They
didn't go to
even
air.
mate-
Didn't go to air. Didn't go to air because
Because you weren't talking about dogs and you're on the ABC.
pretty fucking much.
Oh,
yeah.
so it's
There was-
2021. Okay, so I was in it.
Yes.
All right, great. Right.
It
Yes.
wasn't even your Nazi salute. You know
know.
what I mean? Yeah, I got heaps of other stuff.
Which
you know?
one did you get more backlash from? The Boomer one or the
Boomer one, just,
Liberal one?
when they posted it to Facebook, it was just a whole bunch of boomers on Facebook being like, "This is outrageous.
Or
I
this is funny."
hope that you get nothing, Tom. I hope you get disowned." Yada yada yada. Of course,
Great,
boomers
great.
who aren't fans of the joke. But 2021,
Yes.
there was a process. We submitted the script. There was some concerns raised. We made some changes to the script, and the general agreement was, well, we'll do it on the night. And we'll see how it goes in the room. And if it goes well, then everything will be fine.
And it went well in the room.
And it went well in the room. I think you can all agree. You can watch back and make a judgment
Yes.
of yourself. There was a couple of applause breaks in there. But hey, who am I to speak to my own success? I then get the call. Oh, looks out. Turns out that, yes, we're decided not to air that. Which was frustrating. I was like, okay, will you give me the footage? Yes. Okay, fine. If they didn't give me the footage, I would have kicked up a bit of a stink.
Yeah.
Then there was some bizarre leak situation in which the script for the for this spot was leaked to the media. The media then report on the routine. The script they had included a line about old people dying from COVID but are not being so bad because they're Liberal voters, which was not part of the routine I performed at the gala. That was in my show, but that
Okay.
was in a different context. So then the media report said that line was in the script, and that wasn't true, and that's what made the right-wing people lose their minds, which was very annoying because it's like these journalists who work for The Age had someone from The Age go and see the actual gala, but weren't able to do the journalistic legwork to realise what I'd actually said during the set. It was a real, it was a real shit show. Yes, but
and then because they labelled it as hate speech, didn't they?
One particular academic, Holly Lawford Smith, would later write a piece for ABC Religion and Ethics describing me as like a Trump rally and saying that it was hate speach. Andrew Bolt described me as a true barbarian.
That's good.
Dude,
that's
good.
what
You've annoyed more people than me. That's fucking rules.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Again, I'm quite nice generally.
You are.
But
You're the nicest guy I've ever met.
Did you ever at any point with all of this backlash and with people, all of these, because you would have had people say negative things to you.
Yes.
Did you ever regret it?
I don't regret that routine. No, I think that routine's really funny.
It's
I think
funny.
the intent is clear. I feel bad when something blows up and I'm not particularly proud of it. Like, it wasn't the funniest stuff. There was some stuff on Nightly that was just sort of like we were just trying to fill time and trying to make up to it. That pissed people off because we didn't think about it enough. That's annoying. I said a very stupid thing on radio in 2012 about that referenced the Holocaust that made a lot of people upset, which is like, that wasn't very funny, and I don't want to stand by that particularly. So that was a bit more shameful. The show this year is about this Nazi salute routine. God, this doesn't sound good out of context.
Nope. Anyway, the end. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Stop doing that, Brett.
I know, I keep doing that again. I'm like, fucking, oh, God.
Shout out to Mark David. But yes, I got in trouble with this particular routine in the climate of course, the past couple of years and anti-Semitism and all this stuff. Now, again, I stand by the routine, but it's not like I sit down and go, "Oh, what's going to annoy this particular group of people?"
Yes.
Maybe Liberal voters. Maybe I don't care too much about Liberal voters being upset because of a political disagreement we have. But yeah, I guess it's just sort of like I think about my stand-up a lot and think about those jokes a lot, and when people just misrepresent them or they deliberately misinterpret them, that's when you go, "Come on, motherfucker!" But then it is very funny.
Yeah,
Even the outrage is funny. Yeah.
Yes, and so when you because my favorite part, I was saying this to you earlier, with the Nazi salute one, where you did so.
It was a gesture. Just
palm up, palm up. Very different.
Audio-based medium. We've got to remember that. You ain't just going around giving the high Hitlers.
So you're at Basement Comedy Club and you did the Nazi salute, and it was right after Elon Musk did it.
Yes, it was an existing routine about Victoria state government banning the Nazi salute. I wrote a routine about just the practicalities of enforcing that routine and how the angle of your wrist was the difference between you doing something innocuous and then committing a crime. That was an existing routine. Then Elon Musk does his thing, and I referenced the Elon Musk thing, and then went into that broader routine about enforcing the Nazi salute. Yes.
And it was very clever and very well done, and I loved it so much. And it was so good because the person filmed you doing it. The person who complained about it, right?
Yes.
Correct? They filmed you doing
but
it.
But also not listening to any of the material. You know what I mean? Like not absorbing it and just going, nah, saw it. You know what I mean? Got him.
Did he start filming as you came on stage, as if he was waiting for you to say something offensive, or did he start filming when you started doing
No.
Nazi
In his defense, because I did both an Elon Musk reference and did the routine, you got quite a bit of salute there, to be fair. There was quite a bit of extended amount of salute time. So obviously he had quite an opportunity, quite a lot of opportunity to get out there. Yeah, it wasn't.
This feels like it's back on you again. It was Tom was dancing around saying, "I did 19 salutes." Yeah.
But how it was reported,
and then I put on the costume. And then
Well, you got to get into character, otherwise I wouldn't believe the part.
It's just Sound of Music costume. What are you talking about? He was the report said that it fell flat. The Nazi salute joke that fell flat, and the footage, because you just click on that because you're like, what did he do? And you click on it, and it's like the speakers can't handle how much people are laughing. It is crushing. Tom is destroying with this stuff, and I was like, this is the best ad for Tom's gear ever. This guy has done Tom such a huge favor. And what happens with your social media after something like that? Does it go up, down? Same?
Oh, interesting. Certainly got a bit of feedback from a variety of different platforms. Yeah. Some people, some people are bored, others against. It was a very interesting Venn diagram, because of course you've got the people who are anti-woke and think that you can't say anything more in comedy, and like comedy you should be allowed to say anything. Now often that's people say that you can't be racist anymore through stand-up comedy, and then other people are saying that of course you can't possibly joke about Nazis or the World War II, or that that's completely inappropriate. And again, not worrying about the context of the routine. So you had a weird clash of people who I think broadly would not agree with me politically at all, who were sort of saying it's just a joke, you're all fucking snowflakes, settle down.
Yep.
And other people saying this is indicative of the horrific anti-Semitism that's gripping this country.
What a hard time for those ones who'd normally call you a fucking snowflake for being a lefty, going, God damn it, I've got to go online and fucking defend Tom Ballard.
Well, there was a great... Also, because it was reported in the Daily Mail, they love to say ex-ABC host. I was like, again, I don't work there. I've worked there for quite a while. But I guess if that's what you need to do. And then so some of the comments on the Daily Mail were like, the ABC are always the quick to condemn other people except when it's one of their own woke employees. So again, even in a story about me being a Nazi... Still woke Nazi. I could be the first ever woke Nazi.
Jeez, you're good. That's
my
very
pronouns
good.
are Cesar. Oh, so a little bit trigger warnings. So we all had a good laugh. Now, for the record, I don't know if this guy is going to enjoy following the coverage of my show this year as I talk about this incident. He's totally entitled to not like my show and do anything he likes, whatever. What got weird is when the media turned into a story where they were approaching politicians and the police did actually have a look into it, right? The idea that I was somehow breaking the laws in question that I was talking about in Victoria.
What? The police got involved?
Yes, this was when things get a little bit weird, and of course that ties into all the other shit that we've been seeing lately, where people's right to protest and say certain words is being criminalised, right? Which I find very disturbing. Even though the laws have a very clear exemption, which says doing a salute in the context of a theatre performance or for artistic purpose, then it's totally fine. You're not committing an offence, and everyone would know this. But of course, no politician wants to say that because they're too scared and they're not prepared to stand up for freedom of expression. So that's when it gets a little bit like, actually not.
So did you
cool.
know that before you did that? Did you research, can I do this? Did you
yes.
know that, or did you just, when you were pushed into...
I did know there's like a fact sheet online. And you read a few articles about the thing you're talking about. There's a fact sheet online saying here's the exemptions for it. And
right.
Yeah.
And so when the police got involved... Did anything come from that? Because you were like, no, I'm allowed to do...
We need to do a reenactment of the situation. You're like, I've got you. You fucking did one as well. Yes.
I think they wanted security footage or something. I don't know. It's crazy.
Wow.
I just think, where's Desi Freeman, guys?
Yeah.
Maybe focus on that. Can we focus on Desi Freeman? Because I think he might be a slightly more of a risk to the Victorian community.
I can't believe he's still out there.
Get him on the pod.
We've been trying.
Desi.
He's hard to get hold of. You know what I mean?
If you're out
He must
there.
have connections.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, we've got a lot of similar interests. Guns, not shooting cops though.
Don't
Guns,
shoot cops.
hiding,
Don't shoot cops.
doomsday prepping. Me and Desi
Yeah,
would
it's
get on
actually
like a
true.
house on fire.
Do you think in another world you would have been into the sovereign citizen world? Do you think
Yes.
that could have...
No, I have I have a family member who's quite into it,
Yep.
which is not quite into it, but has some firm opinions. I don't need a fucking passport. And
Great.
my dad's like, yeah, we'll go to the airport and fucking see what happens. You know what I mean? It's like it's always that. But look, I don't. Yeah, I don't think that's my cup of tea because even for me, I can read the law. It's quite clear. There.
Someone reads it to you.
Yeah, someone reads it to me.
That's all right.
Yeah, great.
Hey, I wonder what Desi is. Are they still looking for him? They must be.
The theory now is that he's dead somehow. I don't know why. They're like, oh yeah, no, he's probably dead. There's no way that the Victorian police could fail to find him. The only other explanation is that he's died.
Yeah. Well, where's the body then? You know what I mean? There's a lot of... Dude, as soon as it happened, he was fucked off to Queensland. He's in the middle of nowhere. You know what I mean? He's not even... He wouldn't be in the state. And then as soon as you could cross state lines, you think the fucking Northern Territory police are like, where the fuck is this guy? They don't care.
I guess it'd be pretty easy to... I imagine it'd be pretty easy to hide for. I just remember there was a... It wasn't that long ago. There was a dad who took all three of his children in New Zealand, just hid in the woods for years and years and years and years. Years. He took... And there was like a 4-year-old, a 6-year-old, an 8-year-old. And he took them... I think it was 5 years. They were... just in a tent in the middle of nowhere, and the mum was like, "Can I? Is everyone still look? Is they kind of come back?"
Oh, they're all dead, mate. I can't. Every time you watch these shows,
3
like The Bourne
kids.
Identity, and they got satellites, and they're cracking into the code, and we know where he is. We got a heat map or whatever. And I just think about them cutting to like an Australian police force. It's like 4 blokes going like, "We checked the pub, wasn't there. Must be dead." You know what I mean? Like we're not. I don't use a bloody
Must be
computer.
dead.
Oh God.
I feel like it'd be really hard to commit a crime these days because
It would
it
be.
does feel like they just catch everyone all of the time.
Yeah.
But not Desi.
What this? Have you followed this thing in America? The newsreader lady whose mum was kidnapped. You ever seen this?
Yes.
Like kidnapping is just like, how do you think you're going to get away
With
with that? You got to.
Did they find her?
I don't know. I haven't followed.
They
it.
mustn't have.
Mustn't. You would have heard about that.
We would have heard
surely, yes.
for sure. She's a white woman.
But it's like.
Come on.
That most precious resource. But yes, it's like you got to get the money somehow, and then get the money, return the person, and get away with it. Like as if that's going to happen.
How are they going to do it?
Crypto, bruh. Send me Bitcoin.
Oh yeah,
Untraceable.
You are.
No,
someone
I don't know
citizen.
if that's how that works. I wouldn't. Man, imagine me on a computer trying to figure out Bitcoin. No
it'd be so
idea.
boring,
Oh
wouldn't
my!
it? Do you have
couldn't do it.
crypto, Tom?
Me Doge. I do not. I have no crypto. My brother had a Bitcoin, and he sold it for about $2,000, I believe. Made a profit of about $2,000.
Oh, great.
And he later looked up how much that
That's
Bitcoin would be, and it was
$200,000.
1.2 mil.
Oh,
That is
And I
sickening.
laughed and laughed.
It makes me sick to my
But there's that
stomach.
story, but then also the more common story is, I bought all this crypto and I lost me money,
Yeah.
which is like 99% of the stories out there. There's only these, I've lost my hard drive and there's $4 billion on it. Yeah.
What is all these people looking for their Pokemon cards now? They're like, oh my god, one just sold
Oh,
for
that one
$26
actually upsets me.
million.
I had one of the most expensive ones.
You did not.
No, I did.
What was it?
It was a Charizard.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was never into Pokemon, right? I was like, I don't fucking like Pokemon. I'm a fucking loser. And then this is like primary school. Even then, same attitude. What are the odds? And then this is the turn of the thing. So mum went to the shops, went to Coles or whatever, got Pokemon cards. First pack, opened up the Charizard. All of a sudden, king of the school.
Whoa.
Big fan of Pokemon. Favorite TV show. Love it. Love it. Won
What
every
happened to the
battle because you
card?
can't beat a Charizard. Was the hardest card to get. They're worth over $250,000 now.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Yeah.
I traded it
What?
for a laser light and $50. It was a laser light that had an alien's face on it. Remember those ones? You put them on the roof?
Worth it. No regrets.
Mate, zero regrets. Except I lost the laser light.
Oh.
But I think they go anywhere from $250 to like $1 million.
And do you know the person who you sold it to? did that?
Yeah, Glenn, he lived over the back fence. I don't know if he still has it. Maybe.
You should ask.
I'd have
Maybe.
tracked that down.
I know, but
I
there was
have-
there was
I
a
know
kid
that's
at our
the case.
school, Luke, who later became. I won't. Anyway, he's got a very funny last name. I won't mention it on the pod because it's anyway. Doesn't matter. So, but he was a staunch collector. Like he kept everything in a laminated folder, even in year 4.
wow.
One of those kids, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that kid would have multi-million-dollar collection worth of the shit because he wouldn't. He's one of we would never have thrown it out.
Yeah.
And everything was in
totally.
packets. Like as soon as you got it,
Right.
straight in the packet. Don't touch it. In the folder, and I'm like, this cunt's a
Op
millionaire.
shops must have.
Nah, people have
had
rummaged through
heaps
them
of-
all, you know?
because people, mums would have been like, as soon as the kids moved out, they're like, great, and chuck that. My mum chucked out my brother's magic cards, and the same thing. Magic cards are really expensive too. And she's
Really?
like, Mum, there'd be so many $1,000s worth of magic cards. She was like, as if I'd keep that. I was like,
Yeah, but why would you? It's like
Why
just a
would
trashy
you?
bit of card or
It was
whatever.
like shit.
Junk.
So, Tom, what is the worst job you've ever had?
Oh boy. I'm trying to think. I mean, again.
Directing Brett Blake.
Yes, that'd be
Yeah.
up there. That's
Great
for
show,
sure.
though. You did a very good job.
Thank you so much.
And you did a
Oh,
good
I was
job.
there as well.
I don't know. All I could see was Tom Ballard. It's like, God, Tom.
Oh, yeah, the time that Tom Ballard went to a shit school and a bloke's dad came and bashed the student. Was that you, was it? It was the only ones that were Tom Ballard going like, you legally cannot tell that story. And I kept doing it after you weren't there. No.
That's right.
Which
The,
one?
the one about that guy who went to my brotother's jail.
Oh, yeah?
And then...
And fully tortured someone.
well, I wouldn't say torture. I'd
Well.
say practical jokes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that story.
You
I
put
won't-
that in.
no, I don't. I didn't add it in. I
Okay.
added it in when I do regional ones.
Regional, yeah,
bit of a
yeah,
laugh.
yeah.
You know, they love it. They get it.
There's
They
no
get
line
it. Stripping
there.
a bloke down naked, handcuffing him to himself. Funny. He owed me $50.
Handcuffed him to himself.
Oh, I can't say the story on here. But yeah,
Yeah, don't ruin it.
not for that. It's probably a legal thing as well.
I really only had very few non-comedy jobs. I had my own dog walking business, which I started when I was a tiny little boy for $1 a walk. I only had one client, Mrs. Godfrey.
Mum? It was my own dog.
No, it was Mrs. Godfrey, who was a very large lady who had a German Shepherd called Thumper. I used to walk Thumper for $1 a walk.
It's really cheap.
It was slave labor. It was child labor. Then when
Did she ever tip you? Or was she like, no, that's the
Well, no, she was a
price?
pensioner as well. And then she'd do this thing, like I'd bring the dog back and then she'd give me the $1 and then she'd be like,
Can I have that back?
no, she'd be like, oh, well, off you go then. Like, she's clearly very lonely, right? She's an old lady, very lonely. She liked playing backgammon. Sometimes we'd play backgammon. And then sometimes she'd be like, oh, well, I guess I'll just go hang out the washing then. And I was like, oh, would you like me to hang out the washing for you, Mrs. Godfrey? You go, only if you wanted to,
Oh my
Tom.
God. Is this why you're gay?
Because that one lady scarred you forever.
Women are the worst.
Yeah.
She was pretty hot.
She sounded it. Too large to walk to the washing line. Sign me up, please. Exploiting young boys. Yum, 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 yum.
Oh, dear. Then when I was a teenager, I worked at the local sound and light show in Warrnambool. Flagstaff Hill have a sound and light show called Shipwrecked, which was told the story of the Lockhart Peacock and that wreck. My older brother did this job. We would dress up as a sea captain. We'd take people through.
This is great. Please tell me you have photos of this. So it's like a historical thing about a boat or some shit.
Yes.
You're like, ahoy there, me hearties, or whatever the fuck he sounds like.
Wrapped in straw, sealed in a wooden packing crate and washed ashore just 3 days after the wreck of the Lockhart. The Minton Earthenware statue, which we now know as the Lockhart Peacock, survived the wreck intact, albeit for a slight chip on its beak.
Oh my goodness.
I think I know about the Lockhart as well. When I was fucking driving tourists down, they made me learn something about it, but I forgot it. But there was a few.
They made me learn something.
I forgot it. I was just lying to tourists about facts.
Were you like that Steve Jobs house? Don't you say
I kept saying it was Bill Gates' house. There's a big house on the Surf Coast. And I'm like, yeah, Bill Gates lives there. And then I kept saying it for like maybe 6 months. And then one of the guys was like, no. He's never lived here. It was just a big rich house, and somehow I got in my head, I go, it must be Bill Gates.
Yeah.
Only person who could afford it.
Yeah, the explanation. Brilliant.
Yeah. There's a lot of shipwrecks around the coast. There was one story where a guy, there was only 2 survivors, and they spent the night in a cave. Did you do that one?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was one guy survived with a lady, and they had like a little thing in a cave, and they eventually somehow climbed out of that crazy thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Was that the Lockhart?
I don't know if it was a boat, the Lockhart, but it was one of the guys who survived the Lockhart. He survived like 4 shipwrecks.
Yeah.
Which I now think he was tampering with
Yes,
stuff.
of course he was.
The common denominator.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Sound and Light show was pretty crazy. Like you sit in front of a lake and then they shoot up a wall of water and then project the Sound and Light show onto the wall of water.
Wow.
Which sounds great, except the actual film itself was actors from Neighbours wearing fake beards.
No. It sounds even better now, dude.
They sounded
It's
awful.
fucking Stingray just up there. Isn't that Toadie's cousin?
He's up there.
Toadie.
Yes, and look, that was a very good job in terms of getting paid. Of course, I wanted to be an actor at that point, so I'm like, this is all great acting experience.
Yes.
And you do 3 shows a night just forever. And anyway, the money was good because it was a council job, so that I can't say that was a terrible job. And then my only other one was working for Movember. When I first moved to Melbourne, I worked for Movember in the call centre, in the inbound call centre, answering calls about Movember. That was a perfectly fine job. Lovely people.
What questions
Why
are
are
there?
you doing-
Can I have a beard? No,
No,
it's Movember.
just a moustache.
Yeah, moustaches only. Okay.
Can girls do it? No.
Well, I've met some. Yes. Yes.
Let's hear it.
Some women over 50 and of certain communities.
The only bad thing about that is that I had to, of course, grow a mustache. That was sort of an obligation of working at the organisation.
And then you thought you'd go in tow with the Nazi salute and get a little Hitler there.
Yeah.
That's where it started, wasn't it, Tom?
This is well before. This is when the Nazi
This is
salute
well before.
was just a glint in my little eye. And I only dreamed of being a woke Nazi one day.
Fucking woke Nazis. I'm sick of them.
You can't say anything anymore.
So you had
yes.
a pretty good. You had a pretty good run with
And then
jobs.
and then was working Triple J at the same time. So yes, I've managed to avoid any manual labour, any
Great.
real jobs of any kind.
I've done them all. you're good. So you
good
made a good
idea.
decision. They suck.
I like the idea though. Some people, they're like, work is not my whole thing, right? Like I go to 9 to 5 and then I have my life outside of work.
Best
right?
part about it, working construction or whatever, I was mucking out before. Like you just do the job, you can see it,
Stops.
you go home.
Yes.
No one's like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like at night, and no emails. Your boss ain't emailing you in
Yes.
construction. You know what I mean? You never always needed to be reached about something. It's
Yep.
just you're there, and then when
Right.
you're not there, you're done.
Yes.
Brains off. You think about your actual life.
Yes.
That's
yes,
the best
and when
part
you're in
about
this
it.
sort of freelancy creative, like any time in theory, you're like, well, I could be using this time to
Totally.
think something or be writing something or whatever.
Yeah, that's what the hardest part about the arts is the not switching off.
Yes.
Like even if you're sitting on the couch, like, I could be making a clip or writing, or is this
Yes.
a joke? I better write that down. You're like,
Yes.
oh, for fuck's sake. During COVID, when I was working construction, best nights ever.
Right.
No comedy. I just finished. Just fucking sit on the balcony, drink 10 beers. It was the best time of my life. Bring it
That's
back, I say.
amazing. Yeah, you could actually just do that now if you wanted.
I
If you
could
want to
actually.
give
It's
up,
really, like, my goals are really achievable. I don't want anyone to talk me and I want to drink 10 beers. I'm pretty sure you can do that, Brett.
actually, one time I was at the Gold Coast and I was doing crowd work. I was really new to comedy, and I said, which is good when you're new, do crowd work.
Yep.
And I said to this guy, "What's the job of your dreams?" And he went, I really want to be, if I could have been anything, it would be a lifesaver. I was like, you can do that, you fucking idiot. You don't even have to go TAFE for that one. You just like go down there and be like, can I have a go? They'll be like, yes, here's the funny shorts.
Yeah. Can you swim? Yes, you're in. Yeah.
Swimming seems key. If he was like, I can't swim, then maybe that's unachievable.
yeah.
But
I mean, he had no legs.
yes.
But
Yeah. I was like, yeah, no legs, no arms. It was a stump.
you could do it, mate.
I believe in you. Like a little dolphin. Like a little dolphin just jumping up in the wave.
He'd float really well, actually. Yeah, he'd probably be bobbing up and down.
Hold on to
Yeah, hold on, grab anything. Grab me torso, I'm dragging you in. Not my neck. You choking him out? Sorry, dude. Just riding him like Flipper.
Why are you riding him?
I don't know.
And that was the last episode of Work Hates. They never podcasted again.
I don't know why that's so funny. It's like, yeah. He wouldn't be able to get out. Would he have to roll out? Anyway, we're going to stop this riff. This is just like Adelaide episode we couldn't release. That's good stuff. It's good stuff, guys.
Okay. All right. Tom Ballard, what is the worst gig? You've been in comedy for so many years. You have done so many different gigs. What is the worst one?
Come
The
on,
one that
big
makes you
bomb. I
feel
want to hear a Ballard
sick?
bomb.
Big bomb.
I want a big bomb.
One that's like really depressing was
Perfect.
Sunday afternoon. This must have been pretty early on in my hometown of Warrnambool at a pub in Warrnambool that we got booked for this. Me and Michael Williams. Sunday afternoon in the pokies room out the back of the pub.
Perfect. Perfect.
In front of a room full of just gambling addicts. And we were just ruining their... we were distracting them from their
their
they're
winning.
trying
their
to-
passion. Which
They're
is
trying to focus. You're
Trying to
bringing bad
focus.
luck in. Yeah.
I'm trying to get more chili over here, you fuck. Shut up.
We go in there. I'm still doing like one-liner comedy, I think. Michael Williams is there. Michael Williams, dear friend of mine, very funny comedian, does funny drawings. and
Yeah,
stuff.
really
So
funny.
good. I
Yeah.
love that guy.
I think I was supposed to do 20 minutes. I was 4 minutes in, had got absolutely nothing. I delivered, still burned to my mind, delivered a punchline, absolute silence, and just heard it. Just a burp in the room. And it was so quiet. Everyone could hear that. And that to me was like, I need to finish now. After 5 minutes, I said, please welcome Michael Williams. And I threw him to the dogs. And God bless Michael, he persevered and did actually manage to raise something like a laugh from these people.
Not a burp.
But it was just like,
Oh, so brutal.
nothing here was good. Who wanted this? Why did any of us do this? This didn't make any sense.
Dude, they don't want it. You don't want
Nope.
it. At what stage were they like, let's give these guys some entertainment? But it must be a
know.
contractual
I
thing
think
with the
it-
pogies
yeah.
and shit.
Right.
Well, I
yes.
thought that's what I understood about of the Gold Coast when he had lots of like Runaway Bay. I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys ever did Runaway Bay.
I've done them all. I've done it
There
all.
was a few, based comedy up in the Gold Coast. There are a few places where you're like, surely that the venue isn't paying for this, or because like, where's the money coming from for the for the MC because the MC would get $150 or whatever. Everyone else in the lineup was free, but I was like, where's the $150 coming for? Because they're not paying for tickets. Like, no one's watching. No one is here. But then there's a sound person and they have to set up the stage. This is hours of work.
It'd be all their contract. Man, one of those gigs, there was a guy just ran into the show because it's kind of like a food thing there. Then like there's always fights out the front. It's like a bistro one. And you're in front of the window and the pokies are off to the left. One guy just ran into the room like from the streets and just started, all the table had cutlery set out, just started licking all the spoons. And then ran off. And everyone's like, what the fuck? And then the best part was like maybe half an hour later, someone went and sat at one of those tables and just started having a feed with it. And no one said shit. Well, I was just like, that's comedy to me. Yeah. But just like, I was like, and that kind of sums up the vibe of all those, just a random guy licking 19 spoons and running away. And everyone at the bar staff saw it.
You can't do that.
But everyone at the bar staff saw it and they're like, that's actually pretty mellow for that guy. No one was like, what the fuck? We would have changed the spoons. They're like,
oh, yeah, because
last week he shoved him off his ass.
Yeah.
He's actually learning.
He's better this time.
There was a gig up at the Gold Coast. Oh, no, Logan. That's right, in between Brisbane and the Gold Coast. Logan home. And it was at like the RSL there or something like that. Just the pokies place. And it would be so grim, absolutely. But it would get quite a few people, but none of them ever laughed. Yeah. And there would be a man, like quite a disabled man in the front in a wheelchair, and he would be there with his carer, and she would be on her phone, just scrolling with the sound on. Throughout the whole gig.
Just no space. I didn't pay for a ticket.
Oh, she didn't want to be there. She couldn't think of anything worse. But the disabled man didn't laugh.
Is this the guy who wanted to be a surf lifesaver?
Yes, that was when I was doing crowd work. I said, you can get her to help me. Get a wheel you down to the beach after
all right,
this.
Enough of the riff.
I'm not riffing on this one. My segments.
You were riding him last time.
No. I know my segments get deleted.
Shivers. But yes, I think that there has to be the club has to pay for some kind of live entertainment for them to be like, we're not just making money from pokies. Yep. People come to be entertained by people who walk up and bomb night after night after night.
And to be honest, it's good for the venue because the people who are gambling addicts look and go, what, you want me to go out and do something different? Like that? That looks pathetic. I'll stay here.
Maybe that's why they book comedians, to make gambling addicts feel better about themselves.
Yeah, honestly.
Hey, at least I'm not one of these cunts.
But the gambling addicts are no longer the worst people in the room when 19 open micers rock up and just talk about themselves for straight.
And it was funny because it would be, Logan was the butt of a lot of jokes for Brisbane people. Right. And there's Brisbane comedians and they're like, oh, someone from, and then they'd look around and they'd be like, oh, you guys, is that, I'm actually talking about you guys.
All the suburbs. You're all the punchline suburbs are here.
No, I didn't do my research. All right, so we've got to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Where can people find you throughout the festival?
Oh, gosh. Yes, I'm touring all over the place. Yes. If you go to comedy.com.au, my show is called Be Funny Challenge Impossible. And it's going, all over Adelaide, Canberra, Warrnambool. I'm going back to that pub.
RSL.
Oh, good.
Mate, do you reckon that guy's got another burp in the system? What? Sure. He's been saving it for 22 years. Bring back Ballard. I got a whopper for him.
Port Fairy, Sydney and Brisbane. Yes, I'm going all over the place. And the Melbourne Comedy Festival for the whole month.
At Trades Hall.
At Trades Hall. That's my stand-up show. And then also we're doing 6 shows of a play that I wrote last year about comedy. It's about 5 comedians backstage and hilarity ensues.
What are the dates for that? I would love to go.
I missed out on seeing it during the Fringe and annoyed me.
Please come. Yeah, we're only doing 6. It's at 45 downstairs, the theatre.
Yes.
First 3 are on the Easter weekend and then the others across the weekends of the festival.
Okay, great.
But all the details at comedy.com.au.
Oh, geez, you are good. You used to be on the radio, I can tell.
Oh, my God. He's rapping.
Guys, that is our last ever recorded episode with a guest. And
with a guest. We've got more.
With a guest. We've got 2 more episodes that we are going to be doing the Melbourne Comedy Festival. If you wanting to come and see what a live show is like for Work Hates, they are very loose. Bev won't be there, but but she'll be at your show.
Be my
Actually,
play.
we've got actually huge fans of Bev Killick.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
Tom Ballard saw her get her tits out at our live show and went, I need that lady in my play.
Yes,
If you enjoyed the story that Bev told on this podcast,
oh my God,
about her gig with Hughesy, you will love our little play.
yeah, perfect. She's probably one of our most popular guests because of how
love her.
crazy
I
she
love
is.
her
So
so
the fact that she's in your play, oh my God, everyone who is listening, you have to get along to that play. Thanks so much for listening to us and our silly stories and our wonderful guests. If you are wanting to get involved in the Patreon, though, it's going to be there for another maybe 2 months, so you can get in, download, whatever. Give Tom a follow, give Brady a follow. He's going around the country with a few of your shows, regional places more like
Yeah, touring again, doing the Work Hates, and Bron's back on tour.
Yeah.
Oh, so not Work, sorry, Little Turd. I don't even remember the show. You're back touring Australia-wide
I'm
as
doing
well?
something, yeah.
You're
I'll be
around. We're all around.
No
Just
fucking
figure it out,
book.
cunts.
Get the book.
Oh, yes, and I've got a book, and I've got a book, and Tom has
No,
just
we don't have time for that.
finished
Anyway,
it.
go.
Yeah, I'm not mad
Look at all
anymore.
those words, Freddie.
So many.
No pictures. Yeah.
So many. Yeah, that's now available. So how good's that?
It's beautiful.
How
Congratulations. Very proud.
Thanks, Tom Ballard.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks, legends. Thanks for
Thanks,
joining
mate.
us. Bye. I've been fired from a lot of places. I've been fired from so many places.
I went into the class one day, real bullets, like real bullets.
Kill me.